Greetings. Thanks for tuning in and listening. Peace if you can find it. Just shooting the breeze, kicking it with you. I don't know what to title my videos. I don't know what thumbnail to put up because but if you've been shadow banned, and I don't know how the system goes, you have to be liked for your videos to go down the news feed. But if nobody like them, it don't make sense. They'll look at them, but if you don't like, I don't know. I don't get it. So, but anyway, peace if you can find it. Men are whipped oftenest who are whipped easiest. That's a quote by Frederick Douglass. And that's some bullshit that we got from being enslaved. It's wrong to be whipped, but we got it from massa. And it was passed down. Bullshit. And like I said, everything is not to be forgiven. I understand my mother now. So, but peace if you can find it. Everything is not to be forgiven. You can talk about it, or you can kick ass. It's better to have lived one day as a tiger than 1,000 years as a sheep. I don't know where that quote came from. But I'm just going to read some things I have jotted down. And one of them is birds outside can't wait for us. I feed the birds. I do. For some reason, I feed the birds. And if I see an insect, I put it outside. Whereas before, when I was practicing Christianity, I would kill it. And I always fed the birds. But anyway, sometimes I don't. And we hear our teachers and lecturers and professors teaching us that we need our own. We need to build our own schools, stores, institutions, banks. Whereas what kind of bank would it be under FDIC? Because those guidelines are still the same. So I don't know what they mean by black banks. Would it not follow FDIC guidelines, or it just because $2 trillion we could have our own guidelines? That's true. But whatever we build, the community unified, and that would be a miracle. We need a spiritual miracle to wake all of us up. What can happen to just bring all of this to fruition? Right now, we're just talking about it. How could it even get started the way we are when so many of us have went over to the other side? Terrence Howard, like I said in one of my other videos, is over in Uganda because the U.S. have discovered that there's $12 trillion worth of gold. So, but anyway, how can we have our own? When history, they said, if you don't know history, it's going to repeat itself. If we had our own, it would be another Greenwood, Tulsa, Oklahoma. They would never let us have our own and separate from us, have our own sports, our own banks, our own everything, our own security. To be equal with them, we will exceed and excel. They can't take their feet off our necks. Hey, they know. They see what even we do in the sports world, and in our philosophy, and our lecturers and professors. They know who we are. If they take their foot off of our neck, all of us. That's why they did so much what they did to our young men. Have you noticed their voices are high now? They did a job on us. They worked at us from every angle. Every angle. They came at us, bombarded us, and they let a few of us escape. Trinkets here and there. But they enslaved. They doing what they're told to do. They'll lose their status. They'll lose their multimillionaires and billionaires. They proud to be billionaires now, but they whipped. Hey, but the birds, when I forget to feed them, they have to see about taking care of business. They can't wait on me because I forgot. Or I just decided that I'm not going out that day. They can't depend on me. And so that's what our great teachers are saying. We need our own because we're still enslaved if they're taking care of us. Everything is coming from them still. And they so engraved into the fiber of everything, they can shut anything down any minute. Any minute. This NWO is engraved in every fiber. They have cells in everything. Every institution, every company, everything important, everything that we depend on. They have a clan there, and they also have a NWO. Cells working there. Everything that we depend on because we have nothing of our own. But even those Indians and China and Arab communities that have their own stores and whatever, their own banks and whatever, they still depend on outside of that. So they can shut them down too. Because their money is, I'm sure not all of them have their own banks. They can shut anybody down. Anyway, they just cat and mouse on us. Both sides, y'all. No bird, no left wing is better than the right wing. They equal. You need two wings to flap. It's one bird, but you need both wings. So. Okay. Let me one more before I sign off. And it's about massive study proves men under 40 have higher risk of myocarditis post-vaccination. And this is from one of their own, Kim Iverson. I look at everywhere the news or the make sense is coming from, because if you're talking good sense, I want to hear what you got to say. I don't care what color you are. I look for my own first, but I like it from them too. But I don't put no one above my own. I believe my own first. But this is for those who validate the other side. And Kim Iverson is telling on her own. They shut her down on one station, but she's telling the truth. And I'll take the truth, whoever regurgitating it. And this is, I'll read a little bit and then I'll leave the video below. And then I'm going to sign off. The overall risk of myocarditis, inflammation of the heart muscle, is substantially higher immediately after being infected with CV-19 than it is in the weeks following vaccination for the coronal CV. A large new study in England shows the detailed analysis of nearly 43 million people was published Monday in the American Heart Association journal Circulation. We found that across this large data set, the entire CV19 VAX population of England during an important 12-month period of the pandemic, when the CV19 VAX first became available, the risk of myocarditis following CV19 VAX was quite small compared to the risk of myocarditis after CV19 infection. Anyway, they finding out a lot now that people got problems. You could look, I'll leave the video here. They're telling you the side effects that are happening, not from the VIRUS itself, but from the solution that they were giving you. Now they're collecting data when you're coming in with problems, and then they asking you, they know that you took the VAX, and then now all you having all these problems. So, but what's puzzling to me, what I don't understand, and I wish somebody would help me explain it to me, why are they still offering it? Why are they still demanding that you take it in certain places? What is it? They not on one accord here? Everybody is doing their own thing? Everybody, what are they doing? So is it really a VIRUS, or is it each person, each place, each state, each city, each organization, each job, each store can do their own thing according to what? My thing is it is or is it ain't? Is it is or is it ain't? It can't be it is for one side and it ain't for other side on the same block. I don't get it. Are we all looking at the same information? No, we're not. But why can't everybody see? That's what I see. I see him. I'm not understanding. I'm really not getting this. I'm not. It's just not making sense to me. And I'm not a stupid person. I'm not. I don't understand how it could be movies and commercials for 4 years and no problems. They made movies just as they always have. Always have, no difference. And now the games, the sports, you could do what you want to do. And I see the journalists now, they free. But they still demanding that you take it. I don't understand. I don't get it. You hear them admitting the truth to it all. The Empress New Clothes. On one side, one channel, and then you turn to another channel, and they talking about people are still being demanded to take it in order to enter college. So is it here in this city, in this state, and not here? Or on this block, but on the next block is not there? I'm not understanding it. This is some mean VIRUS that could turn corners and stop. And wait, hold it here, and then go, oh, here, start up again. Amazing. You can stand close together now. And I used to like that 6 feet apart because I don't like nobody up on me, especially at the checker stand. When you trying to check out, they all screaming your balance to everybody. And they right up there where you should be, where you check out, because you down there where you put your groceries at. But they right there looking at in all your business. I don't need you to know how much I paid for my groceries. Get back. Get up, get back. I remember when they used to ask you in stores your telephone number and scream it out to you. You whisper it to them and then they scream it out. And you got the next maniac behind you listening to your phone number. And they standing so close on the bus, they can almost, get a dry F-U-C-K. So I like that 6 feet apart. But peace if you can find it. I don't went off. Thanks for tuning in and listening. Like, share, leave a comment, subscribe. All I'm saying is I need some clarity. I need them to be united like they say they are. Because they're not united. It's just a hot mess. Peace if you can find it. Thanks for tuning in and listening. Like, share, leave a comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Thanks for tuning in to Diva Speaks.